Hi everyone, my name is Ryan Naidu. My student number is ST10487315 and this is my PROG Part 2 Portfolio of Evidence submission. What you are looking at is my cybersecurity awareness chatbot, a WPF application built in a C plus on .NET 10. It is designed to educate South African users about online safety through natural conversation. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through my project, the structure, and highlight the key code that addresses the rubric requirements, and then run a live demonstration of all the features. Okay, as you can see, uh, on our right hand side, we have organized the structure on the following clean architecture principles of how the code should be layered and structured. Okay, so I'm going to start by going through one of the attributes here. These models. Okay, cool. And in the models, I have two folders that have two folders which I have two classes, sorry, which is chat messages, which represent a single message in the conversation, and a user profile, which stores a username in their favorite topic, message count, session duration. This is where my memory feature is anchored. So let me just open it up. So as you can see here, this is the structure of my code. Okay, and then I'll move on to the next part of my code, which is also in the models, which is another class. As you can see, this is my code. Okay, so I'm going to move on to another one of my brain of the application, I should say. Okay, so let's go in here. So, see, so audio service. So currently you would see plays a greeting welcome tone using the sound media player, right? And I'd have recorded actual greeting, which actually plays when we actually start up the application. Okay, let me just click on my next, which is my input validator. Sanitizes user input, checks for empty strings at 400. It checks it for 400 characters. Okay, and the last one, which is our response service, which is the big one. This is over 600 lines of code that we've actually done here. That handles the keyword recognition, regex pattern, sentiment detection, and memory system. I'll show you in detail in a few moments. So let's go down. You can check the code here. There's phishing, there's privacy. Okay, so let's move on from there. So I'll just show you. So you know it's a lot of code that's been added here. And you can see there's no issues found on it currently. And it's referenced. Okay, our next one, which will be views. Let's go to our views. you can see this is our main window. When we launch it, you can see actually how we can actually play around with it. And then this is the code for it. So let me just go to my response service. Okay, there's quite a few files here that's actually done as well. As you can see here, there's quite a few styles as well. There's just one style that's been added, and you can see the color scheme, that how we've actually layered it out and structured it accordingly. What I'm going to do is just gonna run a quick demonstration so you can see how it actually runs. You can see the application is currently building. No errors.
Hello, and welcome to the Cybersecurity Awareness Assistant. My name is Ryan, and I'm here to help you stay safe online. This chatbot will teach you about common cyber threats like phishing, passwords, and online scams. Let's get started.
Okay, there's our audio that kicks in, our greeting message that does come in. So, okay, so as you can see, it does start up. It does have the welcome, what is your name, fill in the application. So I'll start off, I'll type in my name, Ryan, and let's go. Let's click let's go. Okay, so the application does launch. You can see the main window here. You have a main chat interface. Notice that the user interface at the top left, quick 11 has 11 quick prompts, like quick topics to actually choose from. So you can actually choose from here quickly. You can choose about passwords, and it would actually give you a prompt on passwords. You could try phishing, that actually works as well. So what we can say is, let's go back. We can say, tell me about passwords. So let's type, and we can say, tell me about passwords. And you can see it does give you a few prompts and instructions and guidances on how to actually do that. And you can see it actually gives you a mood detector, which is quite curious. So it does give you that. So let's try something else as well. So what we can try, so we can try something different. Let's try passwords. We've tried passwords. Sorry, let's try random pick. So currently it does pop up. So we can say two-factor. Or we can just say VPN as an example. And it does give you quite nice prompts. So you can even try something quite different and say, I'm worried about phishing. So let me just type that in. I'm worried about phishing. It does give you a mood detector, says that you are worried, and it does highlight it in red, which is quite nice. So what we can try again is another test, which is how do I back up my data? How do I back up my data? And there's a few tips on actually how to back up your data. So what we can try is to test out my regex pattern, which we can just say tell me more. So there, when you say tell me more, it does go in a little bit more in depth and gives you a bit more of a conversation. So what we're going to do next is we're going to test our current stats to actually see. But as you can see, it's currently actually recording all of the messages that we are sending at the moment. So there, you can currently see our stats are actually working at the moment, which is quite fun and cool. So let's try something. Let's try the help function. And here it gives you help. And you can select the different icons. And if we want to close the app, all we need to do is just go through and say bye. And the application closes successfully.